Welcome back to It Was Never a Phase Cards. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Ultra Premium Collections, or UPCs, and we actually have two brand new UPCs that are dropping next week. And over the past few years, we've gotten some really great Ultra Premium collections, and we're going to take a look at all of them in this video and kind of break down where some of them are at, what maybe might be a better purchase than the other, talk about the promo cards, and more. So let's just jump straight into it. We have to start with the ones that are dropping next week. And obviously, we're going to start with the Mega Charizard X Premium Collection box. Now, this one currently, as far as pre-orders have been going on TCG Player, the prices have been steadily dropping over the past month, down 31%. They've currently been selling for about $264. Now, this was a box that supposedly has been printed a ton. And we did see people open this early. The box itself is absolutely stunning. If you missed that video, go back and check it out because we covered when that leaked video came out. But it's an absolutely stunning box. It has two really great promos between the Charizard and the Oricorio. Has a great playmat and a pretty great selection of packs as well. So this box is going to age very well long term. And they printed supposedly a ton of them. Also, off the back of that, we are getting some news that orders have been canceled from botters. Now, this is a post from PokeNotify on Instagram with this screenshot showing that there was some cancellations that have been happening for botters that have been using either duplicates or botting programs or whatever it was to purchase these. So the good news off this is we should be seeing a restock on the Pokemon Center from these canceled orders. When that'll be, we're not entirely sure. However, it would make sense possibly if this happens next week. That does just also align with what we just saw yesterday with the Pokemon Center implementing an updated queue system. There was like a new graphic, there was new stuff going on, and yesterday's drop really seemed like a test, like they were testing out the new system. And it would make sense. So next week we do have the release of Phantasmal Flames, including this UPC. The UPC doesn't only exclusively have Phantasmal Flames packs, but it is coming out with Phantasmal Flames. So we may be seeing a drop of this next week. Now, that's not guaranteed or anything, but just be on the lookout for that to drop next week, potentially from Pokemon Center. It could be after, you never know, but it kind of is lining up like we have a good shot at that happening. So just keep in mind that you might be able to pick these up for MSRP, right? So that is just the first UPC. Now, this next one is the one nobody is talking about. And this is the Team Rocket's Moltres UPC, which is another really stunning box. Now, this one we haven't seen anybody get their hands on early. We haven't seen them open it early like the Charizard one. And it was a little controversial because of the promo card in here is a stamped version of the Team Rocket's Moltres SIR. Which is normally something we don't see. Usually a promo card is just omitted from the set, like with the Mega Charizard UPC that we just talked about. The Oricorio is not in the set, right? It is just a promo. But now we're seeing a stamped version of an SIR, and the pack selection actually isn't the best in this one, considering it's like Destined Rivals themed, and there's only like 2 Destined Rivals packs, if I'm recalling correctly. However, the weird part about this is we're not seeing this pop up really anywhere for pre-order, and it's supposed to come out next week. It's supposed to come out on the 14th, the same day as the Charizard box. So I don't know if this is going to get delayed. The rumor about this is that it is a GameStop exclusive because currently it is only listed on GameStop's website. You can't find this anywhere else. There are a few retailers now that it has a listing on TCG Player, which it didn't always have. Now you can see they're selling for around $300. There's only a few stores here that are listing that they have it. So I don't know if that means it's a GameStop exclusive or not, or if these stores are just getting them from GameStop. I'm not really sure, but there's only a handful of these boxes currently listed on TCG Player. So hopefully within the next week, we'll get a little bit more information about this box. It is what I'm very excited about because I do think it looks like a stunning box, and Destined Rivals being one of my favorite sets, and obviously Team Rocket, it's gonna be a nice looking box. So this one coming out, so stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you subscribe with notifications on because I will keep you guys updated as soon as we find out more information about Team Rocket's Moltres box. Now, next up, probably one of, if not the most popular UPC of the year is the Prismatic Super premium collection. Sorry, this is an SPC. UPC, SPC, they're very similar, right? The terminology, it actually can be very confusing, right? SPC, UPC. But this one is a super premium collection. Sorry, you have ultra premium collection here, ultra premium collection here, super premium collection here. And then the next ones that we're going to look at are ultra premiums as well. So this is the super premium collection box. Sorry for the confusion. But this one, obviously prismatic, it's got prismatic only packs. It has great accessories, a great promo. The deck box is kind of cool and fun, but where I think it stands out, it has really great sleeves and a really great playmat as well. Now, you can see that these have been dropping, right? These are down 12%. Now, I just touched on this a few days ago, maybe a week ago, on my what I'm buying for the month of November. Now, this is a product I've been cautious with. I've been wanting to pick up more of these, but I have been dollar cost averaging, and this is why, because we are hearing that we might be getting a reprint or restock of these specifically coming to Costco soon, possibly in a 2-pack. I don't know if that information hasn't been 100% verified yet. I'm pretty sure it's coming to Costco. That looks like that's happening. We don't know the exact date yet. But one of the rumors that was floating around was two of these, a 2-pack of these for $150, which would be $75 per. So that would be an absolutely stunning price considering the current market is $285 per Prismatic SPC. So this is another one where that's why you got to do, when it comes to these newer ones that can be reprinted, dollar cost averaging is your friend. Now, I wasn't able to pick up any of these at MSRP before. I missed the drop on Pokemon Center. I wasn't able to get through, and they went so quick, right? And that's why I was dollar cost averaging. I was getting about a box a month is kind of what I was hoping for. Just get a box here, get a box there. Not every month. I think I skipped some. But that's why I was holding off. And hopefully when this reprint comes, restock, Costco, I don't know if it's going to be online only or in store, but I'm going to hopefully, my plan is to be able to pick up some more. So prices on these should continue to drop off the back of that news, and moving forward, once we get a more official confirmation of that, these prices probably will drop. I don't know to what extent. This is going to be one of those boxes that will age really well as well. It's a stunning box in person, as you can see. I do have it behind here. It doesn't do it justice. The lighting is not very good as far as hitting where my lighting is right now. The box itself is shiny and really nice. So this is one where you might want to be looking to pick these up for the upcoming drops at MSRP or below at Costco. So keep an eye out for that as well. Once again, I'll keep you guys updated. So that is the Prismatic SPC. Now we'll go back to the UPCs. 151 UPCs. Now these ones were available at Costco for a long time, forever before our big boom, right? They were available. They were sitting on Costco shelves for like $80 forever. And they had pallets and pallets and pallets of them. Look where they're at now, $600. Now this has dropped a little bit. It's down 3, almost 4%. And if you zoom out right here, you can see it's still up 158% on the year, $230 a year ago. And they were as high as $620. So they've come down just a little. Listed median is $750. This is a box that I would expect will continue to move up in value as time goes on. I think 151 is going to be extremely sought after for the very long term. And this is one that right now is very, very expensive, and probably a lot of people wouldn't be wanting to spend $600 on a UPC. Maybe you know, a lot of people want this box, but they're not willing to pay that price. So those newer ones, the Charizard UPC, the Team Rocket, and the Prismatic, those are your newer ones that are coming out at or below MSRP at certain places. Those are probably the ones that you're going to want to target, as I think all of those boxes will age well long-term as well. So this is one that, while I do think this box will continue to perform well, everything 151 will, but it's just one of those ones where it's very expensive right now, but taking a little bit of a dip. Currently, you know, it's just dropped like $20. Lowest listeds right now, you know, 585, 575. There's a few below. So looks like if you were to scoop up one of these, you know, potentially $50 under this all-time high. So 151 product is absolutely insane. Obviously, like the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box is doing crazy for 151 as well, but a little bit of a dip. So possible buying opportunity for the 151 UPC if you missed out. You know, $600 is crazy, but that's 151. Next up is this one. I feel like isn't talked about very much as well. It's kind of like this long lost forgotten one. Once again, it is expensive, right? It's around $400, but this is the Charizard UPC from Sword and Shield. The box, not as nice as a display piece. It still looks cool. It looks nice. But it's not as nice as some of the other ones, pretty much all the other ones on the list, as far as my opinion goes, for just like display. But this box is absolutely loaded. Evolving Skies, Brilliant Stars, Fusion Strike packs, and more. You get a ton of packs, 3 amazing promos. This box will continue to age very well. I'm honestly surprised that it like peaked at $400 just based off of what we have seen from Evolving Skies and Fusion Strike, what those have done. The promos in this box have done very well. You know, they are retracing right now, as a lot of big cards are that shot up with big jumps. You know, it is retracing. The box itself is dropping around 6% in the past month. If you zoom out, it's up 138% on the year. It was 170 a year ago. It looks like 435 was the high. Now it's down to 407. Lowest listeds are a little bit lower than that at 404. So if you want to pick one up, they have dropped just $30-ish. So these are affordable. These more affordable than 151, right? It's still a very expensive box. But if you're looking to add something for your sealed collection, I don't really recommend opening something like this. If you're going to buy a $400 box, or for example, the 151 UPC, I don't advise opening it. I don't think that's a good way to go. You're probably going to lose money. Specifically with this, it has a lot of Sword and Shield packs that have notoriously very difficult pull rates. So it's probably not going to end up well for you. Obviously, there will be exceptions. People will, you know, pull some crazy stuff from these. But if you're going to pick this up, just to keep it sealed, this box will perform very well long term. I am extremely bullish on anything Sword and Shield. So this is that Charizard box. I feel like it deserves attention. It gets forgotten about. It's not a bad pickup at 400, all things considered. Once again, I'm acknowledging how expensive a few of these boxes are, right? So that's why you're probably going to want to focus on the newer ones that are available at or below MSRP, or will be available at or below MSRP. They'll be tough to get, right? Those Costco drops are going to go crazy. So anyways, that is the Charizard one. And then lastly, there's one more on the list that people forget about, and I've even forgot about. And as I was making this list, definitely the weakest of all of these UPCs, if I'm being completely honest. This is the Greninja box. I think the box looks cool, right? I do think that the box looks cool. But the promos weren't very good. But this box has been sneaking up in price. This one was available for a long time. We'll pull up the pricing here in a second, but it's 20% up in the past 3 months, up to around 278. And most recent sales 320. All the lowest listeds are 320 and up. So this has been a real sneaky one. You can see, you know, less than a year ago, this was available for $140, 139. Came out the gate at 150. So this release it hasn't even been out a full year. 150, and then it hit a low of 140. Obviously, these were available cheaper in other places as well. But now we're seeing this box just crack over $300. So this has been a little bit of a sneaky one, right? This UPC has done well. I think that a lot of the other UPCs will outperform it long term. But 84% gain on the year. You know, if you bought right here at 150, you're doing really good. And you're actually up more than that, because this the chart hasn't updated, right? 300 plus on this box. So keep in mind, that's where the Greninja UPC is at. Another one that just doesn't really get talked about at all, really. So that one is on the table as well. I don't think this one's going to get reprinted or anything. I don't think it's popular enough. I think if they're gonna reprint stuff, obviously, if we don't know for sure if this is a reprint for these, I would assume it is, though. It could just be a restock. I don't know why they would hold on to like that much stock, but anyways, if we are getting these from Costco, you know, or this box right here, probably, even though there's supposedly a ton of these, this would be another one that probably might get reprinted as well, a lot more likely than the Greninja box. So anyways, this one probably won't get reprinted. And next up, we're going to go back to the Team Rocket's Moltres box just for a second, just to show you. This is the listing for this box on GameStop, which once again, you can't really find anywhere else. It's not on your Best Buy. Feel free to Google it. You can't really find it anywhere else. You can get a few additional looks at the box, which once again, they're not really showing. And you can see the back of the box, which does show the pack selection to Destined Rivals, as I mentioned before, which is a big miss. The playmat and the deck box are very nice, right? You can't see here are the promos. You're pretty much just wanting the SIR stamped version. So you can kind of see that there it's a little small. Here's a bigger look at the playmat and the deck box. So nice looking, not bad looking dice and coins either. But once again, I don't think most people are buying that for that. So Team Rocket's Moltres box, we'll have to see. GameStop exclusive. I do want to get my hands on one of these. I don't know what that's going to take. Nearest GameStop to me is an hour away, as my local GameStop up and disappeared right before the Prismatic release. So yeah, I don't really want to be supporting GameStop on top of them announcing those price hikes that we just talked about the other day. But I kind of want to pick up one of these boxes, so we'll have to see. It's on my list to potentially pick up. I don't know if I'm gonna have to drive over an hour and camp out for this. I don't know what's happening. There's just not a lot of information about it, but you do get a ton of packs. 18 packs is a lot. So Team Rocket's Moltres box. We are seeing some listings on eBay as well. They're right there matching everything we're seeing on TCG Player, maybe just a few dollars less, $300. Oh yeah, including shipping. They're all over $300. You can see a lot of these listings have they're reusing the same photos. Someone with the sealed case, like I would be a little wary of some of these, but I don't know where they're getting them from if they're a GameStop exclusive. Now they very well, maybe they're not a GameStop exclusive and I don't know where else they're coming from, but we're just not seeing them listed. So that's why I want to say that. It's not a guarantee, but it just kind of looks that way. So I don't know if these people are just GameStop employees that are just buying them, getting them from GameStop themselves. I don't know. But it's just kind of weird what's happening with the box in general. So that's it for the actual UPCs. I did want to touch on some of the promos as well. This is a promo that has been dropping pretty big. This is the food, I call it the food Eevee, the food platter Eevee. It's a nice looking promo from Prismatic. It is down and it's probably going to continue to drop off of that news. It's down 25%. So it's dropped pretty big. It's currently around $30. And if you're looking to pick up this card, but maybe you don't want to get the SPC, sorry, the SPC, you're going to want to wait because I think that this probably will continue to drop. It's been as low as $20 in the past, $19 in June, but the more SPCs that are out there, people will open them. That'll bring the price down. So I would expect these to drop, coming off of those Costco, coming into that Costco time when those boxes drop. We don't know exactly when that's going to be, hopefully soon, but maybe Black Friday, maybe that's a Black Friday deal. So maybe within the next few weeks. A lot of copies available, 277. So most likely going to continue to drop. Lowest listeds, there's a few at 28, but then it's all right there at 30. So see if these can drop into the 20s. Might need the Costco boxes to drop for that to happen. 151 promos. Great promos. I'm actually really disappointed that these were cut from the main 151 set. But anyways, they're still great. We still have the cards, right? I guess we shouldn't complain, right? It's like they were cut from the main set, but we still got them. And this is the Sunset Mew, number 053. It's down around 15% in the past month. If you zoom out on the 1 year, it's still up massive 276%. But yeah, all-time highs on this card in the 70s. So it's come down. It's dropped $20 in value recently. So decent drop there. We'll have to see how far, like this is one that has a ton of copies as well. 424. Lowest listeds are right there at 50. So we'll have to see. This one definitely could drop more, especially with this high supply. But much better entry point than $75. So, you're $20 ahead on that. I don't know. I don't think it's going to get down here into this 30 range. Maybe it dips into the 40s, potentially. Upper to mid 40s. I don't know if it's going to dip too much more than that. It is a really nice promo card. I think at those prices, people would start scooping them up, potentially. But you never know. There's a lot happening right now. The card could drop. It just does depends. Next up is the Mewtwo number 052. Same thing. I wish this was in the main set, but it's not. I can't complain. Down around 14% in the past month. It's not as expensive. But I do think this is a very cool Mewtwo card. It's around $28 currently. If you zoom out, it's coming off of an all-time high of $41. So another one that's up massive, 533%. It was a $4 card a year ago. So much better entry point now than to at this all-time high. And $28. It hasn't been 28 since, it looks like, early August. So Yeah, not as many copies, 278 of this one. So a little bit better entry point now. Lastly are the Charizard promos. This is from the Charizard UPC. This is one of Charizard fighting Mewtwo, number 262. And this is obviously the opposite card of the one from Crown Zenith, where it's the Mewtwo fighting Charizard. This is Charizard fighting Mewtwo. All of these cards have dropped recently, down 11%, still at around $50. Lowest listeds are upper 40s to lower 50s on TCG Player. If you zoom out on the 1 year, obviously that's an all-time high of $75. So it's dropped over $20 in value, still being up 116%. So the card's up very, very big, $24 a year ago, and 342 copies, like a lot of copies available. It's a desirable card, popular, very popular Pokemon. It's held up pretty good. This drop doesn't surprise me because it went from, I mean, it was at 40. It went from 40 to 75 pretty quick. And yeah, there's just so many cards saw big jumps. They're like rapid jumps that happen that quickly. They're going to see some sort of retracement. So I'm not surprised to see this card drop to this price range currently. Next up is the VMAX number 261. This one actually is starting to bounce back a little bit. It's up almost 1% in the past month. If you zoom out, you'll see the all-time high of $65 a year ago, $16, but it bottomed out around 35 and it's already rebounded back all the way up to 40. So we'll probably see the other promos at some point do this, and maybe this bounce won't hold, but a decent little bounce. So this card lost a lot in value, right? $30 that it dropped in value, but then it's already gotten 5 back. So looking pretty good at the $40 range. And then lastly, probably the more underrated one, I think, this is the Sleepy Charizard V with Venusaur in the background. Number 260, down 16% in the past month. Similar chart. Look at it, all-time high right here of $46. A year ago, this was a $9 or $10 card. And then it looks like it's leveling off, at least for the time being, around $32. 456 copies currently available. Lowest listeds in the upper 20s. So I might see a little bit more of a continued drop on the Charizard card. So that's what I have for you guys in this one. A little bit of a preview for some UPCs coming next week, and just kind of an update on where they're all at. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably forgot about that Greninja UPC, and then I'm sure a lot of you guys probably forgot about the Moltres one as well. So we'll keep you guys updated as things progress with those next week. Obviously, Phantasmal Flames release, going to be a big deal. A lot of stuff happening. We'll keep you updated on the Moltres box as well. And also, if you guys want to enter, we are doing a giveaway for Phantasmal Flames, the biggest giveaway we've ever done on the channel. There should be a link in the description if you guys want to go check out that video, or it should be popping up somewhere around here in a second. So yeah, if you guys want to enter that, greatly appreciate it. Just my way of giving back to the community. Yeah, very excited. And yeah, I think that's all we have. Tomorrow should be a big day as well. Make sure you come back tomorrow morning for tomorrow's video, where we should be getting an announcement of the newest set, Abyss Eye. So very excited about that. That should be coming tomorrow morning. So by the time, yeah, it's coming like 7 p.m. Japan time, which is going to be real early morning. So I'll try to get that video out as early as possible. But thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, it was never a phase.